Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In last class, we have discussed about virtual router. There is different routing instance type. We have discussed virtual router instance type, both for IPv4 and IPv6. Hopefully, I show you. Uh, I show you two different virtual router or virtual routing instances and mm, complete uh, routing protocol is static and OSPF. Maybe I have asked you to complete OSPF. Internet is connected. Okay. So today we have complete our routing instance section. We include another concept which is RIB, routing information based. So just I show you in last class who is completed in last class. So we discuss it. We're creating multiple routing instances. Number one is customer A routing instances. Another routing instance is customer B routing instances. And instance type was virtual router, and there are multiple interfaces included on individual routing instances, and we configured the static routing between routing instance customer B, and we configure voice-based routing protocol in customer A routing instances. So this is for IPv4. We have introduced IPv6 as well. So let's start. Ground, so YSPF neighbor, instance name is customer A. Customer A instance, that means routing instance, customer A routing instance, we have complete IPv4, the OSPF routing protocol or OSPF routing protocol for IPv4. We now configure IPv6 for OSPF. Okay, we already configured IPv6 address in interfaces. You have to configure IPv6 address. After IPv6 address configured, then you can introduce OSPF 3. That means OSPF 3 for IPv6. Okay. This is router 1 and another is router 2. In router 2, similar, there is two routing instances. Routing instance customer A and another routing instance is customer B. In customer A, we have configured for IPv4 as well as configured the IPv6 for OSPF. So configuration is similar for IPv4 and IPv6, just keyword is different. Keyword is for IPv4 OSPF and for IPv6 keyword is OSPF 3. And another configuration is very much similar. Okay, very much similar. So to complete the configuration in router 1, edit routing instance. Routing instance is customer A. Customer A, show this relative, and this three interface in OSPF. So This interface will be in WSPF 3. So set just configure and mention this is WSPF 3. This is WSPF 3. And last one is loopback. This is also WSPF 3. So this configuration for IPv6. This part is for IPv6. The commit configuration and check run show WSPF 3 instance WSPF 3 database. There is no instance option. Yeah, interface database backup WSPF 3 neighbor, then instance. Yes, after neighbor, you will get the instance. You can set here all and see IPv6 unicast and instance is customer A, IPv6 voice web neighbor established. Okay, see the route table, run show route table. See here, the table is customer A inet.0, that is for IPv4, customer B inet.0, that is for IPv4 also. For IPv6, customer A inet 6.0 and customer B inet 6.0. If I see the table, customer A inet 6.0, this table for IPv6 and routing instance customer A. So customer A, look at this table and you will get the voice pep route here. You will get the voice pep route here, voice pep 3. So say the topology. I'm configuring router 1 and router 2 in OSPF 3. So router 1, see here, the interface is E0 by 0 by 0. That is router 1, this interface, router to router. And another interface is E0 by 0 by 1, this interface. This interface IPv6 address is ABC colon 1 double colon 48. See here, this is directly connected. 1 double colon slash 48. This is directly connected. And another router, this is router 2. Another router, this router 2, this customer A1, and this is the customer A2. So 2024 colon ABC colon 2 double colon 48. This route is coming through the OSPF routing protocol and installed in customer A routing table. Okay, this route is coming through OSPF routing protocol. So this is very straightforward. If any other interface you can include, those interface will be added in the same routing instances. If you configure any routing protocol, any dynamic routing protocol, it can be OSPF, it can be ISS or BGP. It automatically this route will be installed on respective routing instances. Okay. Only exception is static route. Only exception is static route. Edit routing instance. Customer B. Customer B. Only static routing protocol. You have to define the RIP name. You have to define the RIP name. But in dynamic routing protocol, no need to define. Okay. Is it clear? You can configure multiple routing instances in a single router. Is it possible?
Yes.
Okay. So about routing instance part have completed. Then we'll go the next section. Next section is RIB groups. RIB groups. So RIB groups, why we use RIB groups? Use RIB groups to share routes between routing tables. You are just making two different routing table. See here, you are just making two different routing table, and those routing table will not share route from one route table to another route table. If you want to share some routes from one route table to another route, you need RIB groups. So use RIB groups to share routes between routing tables. And how to configure this one? Just go to the routing options and define the RIB group's name and mention what you want. You can import a route from another route table. You can export. You can maintain the policy. Okay. Helpful in deployment such as RIP groups you can use for VPN route leaking. If you configure the MPLS, there will be MPLS L3 VPN. If you want to share route from one route table to another route table, you can use the RIP groups in a VPN section. And RIP groups also you can use multicast networks. You can also use filter-based forwarding. RIP groups can be used in filter-based forwarding. Filter-based forwarding, I will show you in after one class. I will show you how to use filter-based forwarding using RIP groups. Okay, so this is the reason why we use the RIP groups. Very simple. We use RIP groups to share route from one virtual routing table to another virtual routing table. So RIP groups, a VPN network that is also discussed. See here, there is routes, and this is the table one, and then this is the table two. You can see here, there is two table here, branch route table. There is multiple table. If you consider IPv4, this is for customer A route table, and this is for customer B route table, and both route table is independent. There is no similarity between these or those route table. They are completely different. So if you want to share table 1 to table 2, then you can use RIB. So RIB groups configuration options for sharing routes between routing instances. There is three options. You can use instance import, you can use instance export, and you can use auto export to share the route. Auto export only applicable for a router. If for a router, if those just single router, there is two or multiple routing instances, you can share one route from one table to another table. You can use auto export. Otherwise, you can use instance import or instance export. I'll show you an example. See here the routing options, and there is RIP groups. You can define the RIP groups name. RIP groups name is the defined name. You can set any name, and see here import RIP. Import RIP means indicate tables in which route should be placed. That means just consider here. Just consider here. This is a router. This is the router. There is two table here. Okay. There is two table. Consider this is the table one. This is the table one. And another table. This is table two. Table two. There is multiple routes in table one, and a separate route table maintain the table two. If you want to share if you want to share some routes from table 1 to table 2, that will be if I accept route or import, I want to allow imported route which is coming from table 1 to table 2. You can set the command instance import. If you want to send some routes to other table, so if you want to send some routes to other tables, you can use export policy. You can use instance export. Import means you receive routes. If I consider router table 2, I want to receive routes from table 1, you use import. And in import section, there is multiple option. Import policy, import RIB means just there is two table. One table is customer A, another table is customer B. So you want to install route from customer A to customer B. So customer B have two options. You can directly import customer A all routes to customer B table. If you want to maintain the policy, if you want to just filter, you are not interested to allow all routes which is coming from customer A route table. So there is an option to filter routes. You can use filter. So this import and another is export. Export means export RIB indicate table from where route should be retrieved or which routes should be exported or advertised. Import policy. Import policy is used to control which routes are installed in the routing table group. This is the filter section. You can use import policy as a filter options if you want to manipulate. So RIB group application, how to apply RIB group. If you want to configure the routing protocol, just see here, edit protocols, then protocol name. It can be OSPF, ISIS, REAP or BGP and set RIB group. And you can set the RIB group. And if you complete the RIB group, including RIB group, OSPF protocol, and you can see the all route will be on that group. So apply to routing protocols, interface routes or both. For a static route, you can use RIB group. For interface route, you can use RIB group. Okay. So different routing information sources here. You can use RIB group everywhere. Okay. This is the sample application. See here. First portion, I'm in under routing options. Set the RIB groups. RIB groups name is test. RIB groups name is test. Import RIB. Import RIB. inet.0. This is the source route table, and this is the destination route table. This is the destination route table. Source, and this is the source, and this is the destination route table. If I make this one in our lab, so see here, run show route table, my table for customer A. This is my table 2.0 voice web route. And another table is customer B. customer B. This is my another table. This is the customer B table. Customer B table, here we use static, and customer A table we use voice pair. So edit routing options. See here 5.0/24. This route is in customer B route table, but